Hello people of the internet, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Sunday to you all. Hopefully you're enjoying your weekend, and of course if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hope you're having a great day regardless. We get to wrap back up with NMIXX, and their wrap back up, that's not even the right way. We get to make our way back to a little bit of NMIXX one time because, well, thanks to some of you in the comments from when we checked out the full album of Fe3O4, they once again have gone and done an acapella highlight medley. And you know we gotta check this one out, don't we? Look, I am a passionate advocate of the acapella style of vocal music. I think there is really no truer vocal pop arrangement than acapella. Acapella, by definition, is any musical arrangement where every single sound is produced by the human mouth. And I mean every single sound. Melodic top line, rap sections, instrumental parts, drum parts, every single one of those is produced by the human voice. This takes a tremendous amount of ability. NMIXX, first time around with the Xpergo highlight medley, did a phenomenal job with it. And admittedly, I do know the songs already because we've already gone and checked out Fe3O4 Break. But having said that, well, the album was great, and as Musa says here on the K-Reaction side of things, if it's nice, we play it twice. So we're gonna go through the album highlight medley once again, regardless if I know the music or not, because now I can appreciate the vocals for what they are. The vocals, I don't even have to worry about being spoiled for the music because I already know what the music is. So let me roll the intro real quick and let's get started. Here we go! Look, I'm going to give you all a heads up. I am going to get very passionate through this. I already know for a fact I'm going to be very passionate about the kind of whole experience. The next however long I decide to ramble about this highlight medley thing is going to be full-on passion from me. Because look, I love acapella music with a burning passion. It's my favorite type of vocal music in the world is acapella. Sung by, honestly, one of those K-pop girl groups for me that is very quickly climbing up the ladder of my favorite girl groups at the moment. In an industry where acapella is very out of fashion. NMIXX, I would strongly say that NMIXX are probably the only group that are doing anything acapella in like the current generation. B2B did a couple TikToks either earlier on in the year or late last year, did a couple of like TikToks acapella, which were really good. But for me, I got into the whole K-pop thing properly around the time when Lovelyz and Red Velvet were doing acapella stuff for like variety shows and live stages and stuff. For me, there hasn't really been, at least that I've found, a group that has done acapella music, like proper acapella music, and published it since Nature's debut, when they debut with Allegro Cantabile. They did a couple of live stages where that song acapella. Genuinely, since then, I do not think I've seen any K-pop group do acapella, apart from NMIXX. First time around was very nice with the Xpergo album. It was a lot of fun. It brought me to a place that I really hadn't experienced from K-pop in years. The fact that they've done it again, this wasn't a one and done thing anymore. They're properly leaning into this. So JYP Entertainment, thank you very much. But also, NMIXX, thank you very much for doing what you do, because this is already going to be spectacular. And I haven't hit play yet, so here we go. I missed the spacebar, are you kidding me? Crank up the volume in my ears. Okay, I need to calm down a little bit. I'm already getting too excited. This is not good for me. Okay, reverse order. We're going from the back. Going all with the title.
By now, 끝없이 우리를 위해 펼쳐질 세상 Cause now we break all the walls We break all the
What a swell.
야광별 넘어 taste 찾아갈 거야 restore Why don't you 시선은 far away 망설임에게 인사를 건네 고개를 드는 희망 속에 설레
Hello, Octaves.
Give me XOXO 눈을 맞추고 나를 선명하게 비춰줘 손을 내밀고 서로라는 선을 넘어서 경계 허물어
Peep the low part in the background.
너의 세계로 너의 세계를 끌어줘 Give me XOXO
Like, that is low for a female vocalist.
순간 여긴 ocean blue 상큼하지만 강렬해 all over you Spit it out, spit it out, spit it out 이곳에 아마저 그저 그런 거 What more, what more, what more 내 앞에 나타나 something stronger Spit it out, spit it out, spit it out 이곳에 아마저 그저 그런 거
Okay, there's gonna be a lot to talk about.
It's my passion fruit
We're gonna watch this a second time, and I'm gonna talk through it.
여기저기 모인 벽에 꼬인 우리 why not 우리도 진모난
Oh, yes, of course.
그도 없이 burn it up 심장의 가솔린 한 속도를 점점 높여가 beep beep 두려움이 제가 될
Oh, the
순간
little phase in? Hello.
We break through beep 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 Whoa, yeah 꿈꿔온 유나리 wanna get it wanna fight it wanna stand up and salute Roses 지겨운 절망을 넘어 꿈을 거머쥐어 gonna make us smooth We
Oh, the expanding vocals.
We run for roses hand to hand
Vocal percussion?
Run for roses
Proper vocal percussion parts, too.
yeah Drop it We don't wanna stop it 하늘 위로 닿쳐 던져봐 한 발만 내디뎌 꿈속가는 wormhole So fast 꽉 붙잡아
Just like that.
아득해 저 멀리
Oh, it's not even the main hook, it's the bridge. Da-da-da-da.
세상의 신호탄을 쏘아 올려 bang 뛰는 심장 소리 따라오면 돼 멈추지는 마 망설이지 마 no matter I just wanna continue my pace
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, they did it again. They did it again. Oh my god, they're so good at this. Oh. Genuinely. No one is doing this but NMIXX. And this wasn't a one-off thing. I thought, the Xpergo album sampler was super cool. No one had really pushed a cappella front and center in the way that NMIXX had done back in the day. I say back in the day, it was last year, but you get my point. No one was pushing a cappella front and center like NMIXX were doing. I thought it was really cool the first time around. I didn't think they'd do it again, because I don't know if people find a cappella appealing in South Korea. I'm not well versed in trends in the South Korean music scene. I just waffle about music in my free time. But they did it again. And not only did they do it again, they did it better the second time, which probably helps by the fact that I actually know what the songs are supposed to sound like. But even still, they've done it better the second time around. They've done it with more conviction the second time around. Just go again. Just go again. Where's it start? It starts around here-ish, right?
Right now, 끝없이 우리를 위해 펼쳐질 세상. Cause now we break all the walls. We break all the...
There's a point I do want to make throughout all this, and I'm pretty sure longtime listeners of NMIXX would have already known this. I want to pay attention to who's singing what part throughout all of this. Already. Actual. K1. Low start. she's already established herself as like the low part of the song at this point. No real accompaniment behind her. Solo vocal moment. Haewon, low vocal part. Keep that in mind, because that position is going to change a lot. Interestingly, this song doesn't have a very pronounced bottom part unless you're at the beginning or the very end. So you have Kyujin and Lily doing the octave splits to finish, and to start you have Haewon singing really nice and low. Two different low vocal parts. Remember who's singing these parts though. Just keep that in mind. Keep her moving.
Give me XOXO. 나를 선명하게 비춰줘 손을 내밀고 서로라는 선을 넘어서.
Remember the two people who sang the low part, the first song, Haewon and Kyujin. They're both shown clearly in this three-member lineup here. They aren't the ones singing the low part now. They're providing like the accompaniment part for Lily, who, as always, is very comfortably sitting in that bright high tone. But it's these three on camera, and these three are very clearly, just by looking at when their mouths are moving, are not doing the low part. That leaves Seolyun, Bae, and Ju on the low parts. Any of these three members could be singing the low part. We don't know who specifically because they aren't shown. But these three are very capable of sitting on that high tone as well. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Seolyun in Break the Wall had a high vocal part. And now there's a 33.3% chance she's doing the low part for this song. We don't know if that's true or not, but the possibility is there. Keep her moving. Also, whoever is doing that low part, their low range is tremendous. Like, female vocalists, there's some who've got that really low range down. Not many female vocalists can hit comfortably a note that low, and yet whoever's doing it in the XOXO rearrangement, effortless. Nice, it's got a nice firmness to it. Breast support is there plenty. Keep it moving. Oh look, it's one of the three contenders for the bass part in XOXO doing the main vocal part for Passion Fruit. Are you picking up what I'm putting down right now? Oh, and there's another one who's entirely capable of doing the low part, now is doing the high vocal support. And someone who was doing who started low part to finish, had a little bit of a higher part, XOXO, and Medley in the support part, now back doing a low tone, rapping top line for Passion Fruit in Miss Kyujin. Up, down, we at it. Actually, we can figure out who's singing this low part here. Who is it? It could have been Haewon, it could have been Seolyun until, she had to fill at the end. But that's the point, right? The positions keep changing, and it's different every single time. Keep it moving. I'm pretty sure it's Boom up next anyways. This song is my most played song in the past week. And it's not even close. I want you all to bask in the glory that is this expanding vocal part in Boom. Just bask in it. And that phase-in is spectacular.
We break through. Beep beep. Beep beep. Bum bum. Whoa, yeah.
Admittedly, the hardness does go away a little bit for Boom, just because you're missing your 808s, and you're missing the punch-ins, and you're missing all the white noise and stuff. But still, a vocal-only performance of a song that goes that hard, and for me, like, the point of Boom is the expanding vocal moments. And because you don't get the instrumental parts in the way, that's all you get is the expanding vocal moments.
Roses. 지겨운 절망을 넘어 꿈을 거머쥐어 gonna make us move.
That 5-step expanding vocal moment is so clean. It's so clean. The pitches actually don't change a whole lot. It's not like a very wide chord where you get a whole bunch of notes across multiple octaves. They all kind of stay in the same ballpark. It just, every time a note gets added, it adds to that little fuzzy feeling you get.
지겨운 절망을 넘어 꿈을 거머쥐어 gonna make us move. We like us, we're not alone. We run for roses, hand to hand. 두 발을 맞추고 run for roses.
The bottom end for that Run for Roses arrangements, pay attention to Bae and Haewon through this. Just based off of vocal mouth movements. I mean, Bae is very clearly on vocal percussion, and well, I mean, shout out you, because I think vocal percussion, as charming as a position that it is, it's, in my opinion, the hardest part in an a cappella arrangement. The song relies on you, the vocal percussionist, to add the rhythm element, but also keep the song in time. Because the song is based off of you as the vocal percussionist. It's the same in a band arrangement. The band relies on the drum to keep a consistent meter throughout the song, to keep the song from running away.
Like us, we're not alone. We run for roses, hand to hand. 두 발을 맞추고 run for roses.
It very well could have been Lily adding a part to that lower end as well. And this is, again, still playing into the fact the positions this group is capable of doing is endless. The combination of positions this group is capable of doing a cappella is endless at this point.
2, 3. Why, yeah. Drop it. We don't wanna stop it. 하늘 위로 닿을
And this one, thankfully, Fusion on the low part. It's very clear.
So fast. 꽉 붙잡아 just like that.
Okay, so you have, this is honestly probably the perfect still for Bae on the last song, doing the vocal percussion part, now lead vocal part. Soyun, very capable of doing the low vocal parts. I'm pretty sure had low vocal moments in previous songs. I think a part of the low vocal part in Boom was done by her. Main high vocal part. Back with the main vocal part.
Yeah, we get it. We face it. 이 항해의 길을 잡아. 세상의 신호탄을 쏘아 올려 bang. 뛰는 심장 소리 따라오면 돼. 멈추지는 마, 망설이지 마, no matter.
Kyujin, I'm gonna let you have your moment in a sec. Watch how the vocal parts change just in this one song alone. So you have Soyun starting high tone, main melody part. You already have vocal support in the background. Position switch. Switches to Bae. I'm pretty sure Soyun takes over the low part moving forward now, just based off of. Then you had Ju doing vocal percussion coming in, switching into background vocal part. Haewon switching over to vocal percussion, Lily taking over lead. And then I just wanna continue my pace, yeah. And it's in that little snippet, like where does Dash starts around 240 and ends. I just want to continue my pace. So say take 25 seconds of a song rearranged into a cappella. The main parts, the accompaniments, the bass part, and the percussion part changed hands entirely throughout that entire thing. For reference, a proper professional a cappella group has established positions for every single part of the song. So take, for example, a 5-member male a cappella group will have one voice percussionist, one bassist, and any combination of tenor and baritone, whether it's 2 tenors and a baritone or 2 baritones and a tenor, or maybe even a baritone, a tenor, and a counter tenor, someone who's capable and whose main role is to go even higher than the tenor part. These are all like pre-established positions. These don't change throughout the song. Sometimes there's overlaps, so you'll maybe get a bass singer who'll have a little high note moment and the baritone will take over the low part. But for the most part, these positions are all pre-established, and only through overlaps will those positions change. NMIXX have shown once again that positions mean niche here. They mean nothing, because everyone can do everything. I want you to deep that for a second. A professional a cappella group doesn't switch positions as much as NMIXX can do. I feel bad for calling them just like a K-pop group. But on paper, they are just a K-pop group. And yet, their vocal flexibility can exceed some groups, some professional vocal groups who do a cappella music for a living. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And now, having kind of gone through this specific highlight medley, I think the question that was raised at the end of me listening to the Xperigo album who is in charge of the low notes? Well, there is no answer to that, is there? Because it can literally be anybody. That's insane. That's genuinely insane what they're capable of doing. And look, I mentioned it a couple times already. They did it the first time. I thought it was cool. It was a little bit niche, but it was really cool. It played in my hands. I love a cappella music. I'm very passionate about a cappella music. I thought, okay, it's probably going to be a one and done thing. They're going to test the water, see how it goes. And then they did it again. And they've done it, not just again, they've done it better. I thought that wasn't possible. The Xperigo album highlight medley was terrifically done. They got the nuances of a cappella music just right. They got the pop arrangement in a cappella right. Stylistically, they did it right. They supplied a highlight medley that was reminiscent of the songs that were being performed, but performed in a way where it didn't immediately spoil the entire sensation of the song because, well, comparing a cappella and full arrangement, it's like comparing apples and pears. Similarly shaped, very different tastes. They've gone and improved it the second time around. This isn't a game for them anymore. This isn't just like we're gonna try this. No, they are dead set serious on a cappella and doing the a cappella properly. And if they can keep this up, they're going to become one of my favorite K-pop girl groups to follow. Purely based off the fact that they can do the a cappella justice. My top, K-pop girl groups list is pretty firmly established at this point. That's based off of how long I've been following them as a group and whatnot. NMIXX could very well challenge that, just purely by releasing a cappella highlight medleys every era, or every album they release. Damn. And look, I've been waffling your ears off for long enough, so I'm going to cut it off there and save you the anguish of listening to me say the same things over and over, but NMIXX are so stupidly talented at what they do. I know there's been... I don't want to stir the pot or come across as I'm stirring the pot or anything like that, but I feel like whenever I go on social media, I always see posts about people don't sing like... I hate that argument. It's like, well, yes, because K-pop has choreo, intense choreo. you need to be a special kind of trained to be able to handle intense choreo and ridiculously stable high vocals at the same time. It's just, it's human science at that point. Like, it's like the physical body is not capable of doing both. But honestly, if NMIXX can has the vocal flexibility to do something like this, I almost want to pretty confidently put the label on, saying that they might be one of the most vocally talented groups in 4th gen, just based off the fact that this is a thing that they can do repeatedly. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna save you all the long intro. Keep it respectful in the comments. I don't want to see it become a war grounds. I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. But NMIXX are great. NMIXX are fantastic. I love them to bits. Do this again, please. Do this on more live stages. Like, give me a live stage acapella arrangement. Give me a variety show acapella arrangement. I don't even care. Just give me all the acapella in the world, because I can confidently trust NMIXX to do acapella properly. It doesn't matter what the setting is. They can do it properly. They have shown that they can do this properly. And I want the world to be able to experience this. I want the world to truly appreciate the magic of acapella music. And if it's coming from the world of K-pop, NMIXX are carrying that torch right now. That's it. Thanks for dealing with me. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.